Hi everyone, welcome to Daytime, presented by California Closets. I'm Maggie Rodriguez. Farron is on maternity leave. A real estate powerhouse mentors a newcomer in the series Kendra Sells Hollywood, which just premiered its second season on Max. Joining us now with more on the show and her own secrets to success, we're so happy to welcome veteran real estate agent Lisa Simonsen. Lisa, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure. So let's talk about the show. We've been following Kendra as she tries to reinvent herself after her Playboy days as a real estate agent, also a single mom. How are you helping her in that journey?
Well, I'm her mentor. I'm her coach, advising her, how to kind of do the 180 that she has, because clearly when she started on this journey, everyone saw her or remembered her as the playmate. And, that's clearly a very different position than her becoming a serious businesswoman. And she, I have to say, as we are, have just completed season 2, she's really done a 180, and she's selling real estate and making money. And I'm very, proud to see all of her growth, because clearly she had a lot of obstacles on this journey, and she's, really coming out ahead right now, which is great to see.
And you are a perfect person to mentor her because you also reinvented yourself. I know that you had a different career before real estate, and now you're doing $100 million deals. How do you successfully make a jump like that, Lisa?
I was in fitness before real estate, and people oftentimes, once they know you in one arena, they have a hard time seeing you do something completely different. But that's one of the reasons that it's very authentic in me helping Kendra. But my skill set, which was people trusted me, they looked up to me, they thought I was an expert, has really not changed. So my skill set has not changed. However, before I was selling lifestyle, now I'm selling apartments and real estate. But I'm a perfect person in that sense to be able to help Kendra, because I've been there, done that. Not that I was living at the Playboy Mansion.
Right. So I know that you made the switch successfully, but you had obstacles of which you have spoken. A woman entering this male-dominated career, a biracial woman. How do you overcome hurdles along the way?
I really, I try to not think of things as hurdles. I also stay in my own lane. There were several years that went by. I didn't even look at what other brokers were doing. I now do look at a few of the top brokers that I really like, but I like to really focus on myself and everything that I can accomplish. I think that, if we stay in our own lane, because I think, especially with social media, it's so easy to, oh my God, look what he's doing, or compare ourselves, and then we get distracted. So I think it's really important to stay true to yourself and stay focused on what you can accomplish, and not look at what, your neighbors are doing and everybody else in your field may be doing, because that can be discouraging and not helpful.
I was reading an article, and they kind of followed you for a day. It was a day in the life, and it starts out, and I'm like, oh, she and I have something in common. We both wake up at the crack of dawn before the kids are up, work out, get the day going. But then I saw that, you pack so much more into the rest of your day than I do. Like, you stay up till 11 doing things. I need to be in bed by 9:30. So please give some advice for me and others who may be able to relate. How do we make the most of the 24 hours that we are given?
Well, that 24 hours portion, I think, is something important to remember for all of us, because we can always find reasons and excuses. And I always say that, whether it be Bill Gates, Mick Jagger, the most successful people in the world, whoever you're looking at, no one is given more than 24 hours. So we really have to be aware of how we spend our time. And I can guarantee for all of us, even if we spent less time on social media, because this has become something we all look at so often, we would have more time to do things that are, probably more helpful for us in terms of goals and lifestyle.
While I have you, I have to take advantage of your expertise, if you don't mind. The real estate market, would you mind sharing, where are we right now? What trends are you seeing?
Yeah, the trends we're seeing right now, the rental market is extremely hot. And I think that what we're going to see over the next period of time, because the experts are telling us that interest rates are going to be coming down. So of course, once that happens, we're going to see that the prices are going to go up. So I think this is actually a very good time to be thinking of getting into the market.
So what would be your advice for sellers?
Well, I think for sellers, they really they need to be realistic. I like to tell my sellers we're on the same team, and I want to price your apartment or your home as realistically and aggressively as possible. But I'm not a magician, so that's if you decide you're going to work with someone, hopefully you trust their judgment and their expertise. And I also always say we're on the same team. I get paid on my commission, not my effort. So I'd love to get as much as possible, but I am not a magician, and we have to be realistic and price it as high as we can, but something that is doable. Nobody wants their house to be sitting on the market for 2 years.
Right, exactly. Where are you, Lisa, on do you fix up your house before you sell it? Do you improve it before you sell it?
I think that it depends. If it's about clutter and getting rid of stuff, I think everyone actually wants to do that anyway. So yes, but is it then that's where we look at the numbers. Maybe it's an estate, so you're not going to do anything. So it depends. It depends on the value of the property and what needs to be done. So case by case.
And you say that prices are going to go up. So before they do, advice for buyers?
I think get all of your documentation in order. Make sure that your credit rating is good, and just be prepared, as I said, because if you want to be ready once the rates start coming down, that you're ready to move.
Thank you so much for letting us pick your brain today and for sharing more about the show and your journey. Lisa, pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much. This was great.
Thank you. And you can watch season 2 of Kendra Sells Hollywood on Max.